Hey guys, if you are listening to Mind into Motion, my podcast, then you know that we are talking about the strength training revolution for women over 40. There's so much information there regarding research and why women should start paying attention. But today, I'm going to bring you something that's going to bring a huge smile to your face. This is called the Magic 6. This is a strength training protocol for days when you just don't feel like getting up off the floor. This is all stuff that you can do laying on the mat. You know, I have a friend who's taking a Pilates reformer class, and she told me the best thing about that class is she's getting a full workout in it and she gets to lay there. And after a long day of teaching, that's all that she wants to do. So I don't know what you're doing with your life. I don't know how you feel, but I want to make it easy to jump into this strength training revolution. So if you are anyone, but especially a woman over 40, I challenge you to embrace this Magic 6 on days when you don't want to do it, but you're going to do it anyway. All right, friends, let's do these exercises together. So pause the video if you need to and get on the floor, grab a mat or a towel, and we're going to start out with push-ups. So we're doing 10 reps of each exercise today. Push-ups are first. You'll notice that I'm using a kneeling variation. You can do these from your toes or you can do them on the wall, but the most important thing is that we're keeping those hips from sinking down to the ground. They want to be our fairly high point as you lower the elbows to 90 degrees. Hands, of course, are lined up with the middle of our chest, not in front of our face. And our neck is going to be fairly neutral. And that same thing applies right here into back extensions. So make sure that you're looking down at the ground. It keeps you from having wrinkles behind your neck and tucking your chin, kind of like a double chin position. So no wrinkles, no double chins. And then lifting with our hands by our temples and lifting the lower body as well. We squeeze the legs together and squeeze behind our legs as we lift and lower into 10 reps of back extension. From here, flipping over, moving into glute bridge. This is for the lower body. So let's make sure we're pressing through the feet, squeezing the bottom and scooping out the belly. For an added challenge, you can bring your knees together, kind of squeeze the knees together as you lift into bridge. Feet are together too on that one. But we want to make sure our upper body is relaxed. So relax your hands, relax your face. Sometimes I turn my hands so that my pinkies are on the ground instead of my flat palm so that I'm not gripping the floor and I'm able to focus on that lower body. After 10 reps, we move into our next exercise from this same position, which is bicycle crunches. As you cross across the body toward that knee and you're crunching, I want you to think about slow, controlled movement, zipping the belly and making sure that you're aiming the chest toward the knee with your fingertips right by the temples. The opposite elbow presses into the ground so that you get a little bit more lift and you're in control of the movement. That's really important here because you see people sometimes just zooming through these exercises and you want 10 slow, controlled bicycle crunches, followed directly by 10 seated triceps dips. Now, of course, you can use something else here. You can do the dips off of a bench or a step or a table, but I promised you a mat workout, and so this is what a triceps dip looks like. Turning those fingertips wider than the hips, but toward the feet, and bending down to an area of comfort. Remember, it's a big stretch on the chest too. You're gonna end with a 10-second boat pose, just 10 seconds. So the protocol for these exercises is 3 sets of 10. Kind of simple. Some of us may have started our strength training there, but a little bit different in the fact that your sets are all the exercises together. So I want you to do 10 of each back to back, then take as much rest as you need to, then 10 of each again, back to back, take rest, and then one final set of 10. That, my friends, is the Magic 6.